What's the hardest choice your heart ever forced you to make? I was 24, working as a barista in a small coffee shop in Portland, Oregon. It was one of those cozy indie spots with mismatched furniture and local art on the walls. I'd been there for 3 years, pouring lattes, joking with regulars, and saving tips for a dream trip to Europe. The shop was my safe haven. My boss, Clara, was like a second mom, tough but kind, always slipping me extra shifts when rent was tight. I loved the rhythm of the place, the hiss of the espresso machine, the chatter of customers, the smell of fresh grounds. It felt like home. Then Clara hired Ethan, a new manager. He was 35, slick, with a business degree and a fake smile. He came from some corporate chain and acted like our little shop was beneath him. He'd lecture us on efficiency while mispronouncing half the menu. Worse, he started cutting corners, watering down the coffee, buying cheaper beans, ignoring the regulars' complaints. Profit margins, he'd say, like it justified everything. I'd grit my teeth and keep steaming milk, but it stung watching the shop's soul get chipped away. One rainy Tuesday, Ethan called a staff meeting. He announced we'd start charging for Wi-Fi and cut the free pastry samples we'd always offered. The regulars, students, freelancers, old folks on fixed incomes, loved those touches. They were why people came back. I raised my hand and said, "Ethan, this'll drive customers away. This place thrives on community, not just profit." He smirked, leaned back in his chair and said, "Kid, you're here to pour coffee, not play CEO. Stick to your job." The other baristas looked down, silent. I felt my face burn. That night I couldn't sleep. I kept thinking about Clara, who was on maternity leave, trusting Ethan to run her shop. I knew she'd be heartbroken if she saw what was happening. By morning, I'd made up my mind. I pulled out my phone and texted Clara, "Hey, can we talk? Ethan's making changes that are hurting the shop. I'm worried we're losing what makes this place special." I hit send, my stomach in knots. Ratting out a manager felt like betrayal, but letting the shop die felt worse. Clara called me an hour later. Her voice was sharp, focused. "Tell me everything," she said. I spilled it all. Ethan's cheap coffee, the Wi-Fi charge, how he dismissed customer complaints. She thanked me and said she'd handle it. I went to work that day expecting Ethan to fire me on the spot. Instead, he was gone. Clara showed up, baby in a sling, and pulled me aside. "I had no idea it was this bad," she said. "Why didn't you tell me sooner?" Turns out, Ethan had been skimming from the register too. Clara's brother, an accountant, audited the books after my text and found discrepancies going back months. Ethan was fired that week, and Clara offered me the assistant manager role. "You've got the heart for this place," she said. "I need someone who cares as much as I do." The raise was nice, $3 an hour, but the real reward was seeing the shop come back to life. We ditched the Wi-Fi charge, brought back the good beans, and the regulars started smiling again. Sometimes, the hardest choice is speaking up when it's easier to stay quiet, but protecting what you love, that's always worth the risk.